Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, like the video and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. Made in 1992 as a benefit movie for the Hong Kong Directors Guild, Jackie Chan's Twin Dragons shares enough similarities to that of Jean-Claude Van Damme's Double Impact, which was shot in Hong Kong just the year before. No doubt inspired somewhat by its Hollywood counterpart, the film tells the tale of two identical brothers who are separated at birth amidst a violent struggle. While one brother is brought up in America by his parents, going on to be a hugely successful pianist and conductor, the other is raised by an alcoholic mother and goes on to lead a life of crime and caper, known for his martial arts and street racing. But when the American twin pays a visit to Hong Kong to conduct a concert, their paths soon cross, causing confusion and chaos with potential girlfriends, gangsters, security staff, and those closest to them. From there, and before they can really grasp their own connection, the brothers find themselves in each other's shoes, with the wrong twin taking on the role of the conductor and the other facing off a horde of nasty gangsters that won't take no for an answer. Unlike Double Impact, Twin Dragons is ultimately played for laughs and still proves to keep its audience tickled over 30 years later after its release. The film plays like a who's who of Hong Kong cinema, with a great cast featuring Jackie Chan, the popular Teddy Robin Kwan, the gorgeous Maggie Cheung, who of course had played his long-suffering girlfriend in the original Police Story trilogy and starred alongside Jackie Chan in Project A Part 2, Nina Lee Chi, actress and wife of superstar Jet Li, who would deliver one of her final acting roles after a decade in the business, composer and actor James Wong, and the wonderful Sylvia Chang, who both star as the twins' parents, the kick-ass Johnny Wang Long Wei, who stars as the hardened right-hand man to the main villain of the piece, with extended cameos by Shaw Brothers co-stars David Chiang, as well as others such as Jamie Luke, Philip Chan, Dennis Chan, Clifton Coe, David Wu, Anthony Chan, Eric Chang, and Mabel Chung. Of course, a benefit film made for the Hong Kong Directors Guild would not be complete without an array of cameos from the industry's finest, including Kirk Wong as the main villain of the piece, Crazy Bull, Twin Dragons directors Tsui Hark and Ringo Lam, who can be seen playing a game of cards with their producer Si-yoon, the very same man who helped give Jackie his big break with Snake in the Eagle's Shadow and Drunken Master, respectively. The great Alfred Cheung also appears as one of the villains, with the legendary Lau Gar-leung and Wong Jing sharing a scene in the hospital when Cheung ends up in bandages. The great Tony Ching Su-tung and Gordon Chan can be caught as members of Jackie's orchestra, along with many other noticeable faces such as Joe Chung, Fung Hak-on, Teddy Yip, Lau Gar-wing, and Norman Law. Shaw Brothers director Chor Yun, also seen as the main protagonist in Jackie Chan's Police Story, makes a fun appearance here, as does Anne Hui, Andrew Lau, Stephen Tung Wai, Peter Chan, Choi Su-ming, Andrew Kam, and many more, including the much-loved John Woo, who cameos as a priest. Upon its release in Hong Kong, Twin Dragons became the 9th highest grossing film of the year and proved to be a success in neighbouring countries such as Taiwan, Japan, South Korea and India, going on to inspire a number of remakes in Bollywood over the years. In 1999, the film was released in North America with a shorter edit and brand new English dub, which not only upset Jackie Chan's true die-hard fans, but also the man himself due to the criticism it received. The 16 minutes of cuts made to this version included the hospital scene featuring Lau Gar-leung and Wong Jing, as well as the fantasy scene involving Maggie Cheung singing. Personally, I feel that this is a much inferior version to the original movie and would advise anyone to steer clear. While Tsui Hark handled most of the drama and comedy elements to Twin Dragons, Ringo Lam would focus on the action scenes, backed by a host of legendary choreographers including Jackie Chan himself. One of these people was the fantastic Yuen Woo-ping, who had not worked with Jackie since the aforementioned Si-yoon films of the late 1970s. Both are joined by members of the Jackie Chan stunt team, as well as Stephen Tung Wai, Tony Leung Soo-hung, and Choi Su-ming, all of whom bring some wonderful fight scenes and great moments of action to the screen. While it may not be as revered for its action like Jackie's hit films such as Police Story, Dragons Forever, Wheels on Wheels and Project A, it's fair to say that Twin Dragons definitely has enough impressive moves and incredible stunt work on show to keep any Jackie Chan fan happy. While it often asks their viewers to suspend their disbelief here and there, and comes across a little bonkers in places by today's standards, Twin Dragons still stands as one of Jackie Chan's most cherished film titles, entertaining from its opening to closing credits, which manages to keep a smile on my face for the most of its running time. While many people forget just how fast and off the cuff many Hong Kong films were made during this era, it's clear that a lot of us still have a love for these classics of yesteryear. So it's just incredible to see a film like Twin Dragons get a resurgence all these years later with a stunning new restoration that will finally let the fans, both new and old, see this film how the directors intended.